Sit thee down, beautiful people, and welcome to Men in Sheds, episode 18.
We're an adult now.
18.
Proper adult.
We can, get a credit card.
Yeah.
And,
drive.
yeah. No, you
Although,
can drive when you're 17.
Drive when you're 17. Yeah, but
Is that why you waited a bit longer?
Yeah.
You didn't know what the age was.
That's it.
You just wanted to be
Wasn't
sure.
17 or 18.
Wasn't
Not
too
sure.
sure.
Not
Okay.
sure. So, but we're ringing changes, aren't we? Ringing the changes.
We can't be stopped. We're a
No.
juggernaut. A juggernaut
Either
of
that-
pop culture.
Yeah, either that or we just sort of can't make our minds up.
We're also lazy.
Yeah.
So the format of past, present, and future is gone, dead to us.
Is in the past.
It is,
Which is
literally in the
ironic
past.
because it's the past that we can never find stories for.
It is. It's the only thing we have for past now.
Yeah.
Is that we can't do past. And yeah, it's just too much hard work, to be honest.
Yeah.
Basically. So what we're doing now is we're doing news,
Yeah.
and then we are doing talking points.
Things
Stuff
of note.
You can write in.
Yeah.
You can write in if you want.
You
know.
can suggest things.
Write a little letter. Put it in the post box.
Men in
Mark it
Sheds.
to Men in
Yeah.
Sheds.
The Staffordshire
thing.
Moorlands.
And it will get to us.
That's it. Postman knows as well already.
Or use an internet.
If you have one
Whatever suits
available.
you. If there is one nearby to you, pop into an internet.
Yeah, pop into a local
Right
internet.
into us, just like you are now to watch this. So the news.
The news.
Paper shuffle.
Glad you're doing that because you're getting rid of the dead moths off the paper.
There's a lot of dead moths in
There's a
here
lot of
today.
dead moths.
New format.
Yeah.
We're also going to do a little bit after this, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because if you haven't noticed,
Yeah.
I'm back from America.
Yeah.
Finally back from America.
Looking very summery and tan.
Exactly.
Can't get used to the cold. I was going to say cold.
Got my
British
legs
weather,
out.
but it's actually
got
quite
me,
nice.
You can't
today.
see, but got my legs out. It is nice today. We've been sat out having a sandwich.
Having a sandwich.
In the field.
Preparing.
Freshly mowed by the lawn bug.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
The Bosozoku.
So we're going to do a little bit, which is kind of a review, not a review, of America.
Yeah.
And the, highlights include me driving a Mustang.
Yeah.
And going off-roading, or wheeling.
Wheeling. Yeah.
In a Wrangler. I actually drove a Wrangler.
I mean, review not a review of America. It's a small topic, really. It shouldn't take long.
Breeze through it,
That's
I
it,
imagine.
yeah.
What is there to know?
That's in an extra sort of, another episode. Double episoding. Sort of.
We don't know.
It'll be somewhere different than this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and other sort of news, sort of exciting news,
Yeah.
is we found Hot Rod Guy.
Yes.
So, those of you that actually watch and have watched in the past and gone through previous episodes,
What are you trying to
and
say?
pained your way through. our
What are you
nonsense,
trying to say?
We did that one, didn't we? About Spotted. And I saw this amazing hot rod in Newcastle on Lyme that
It's on our Instagram as well.
changed and gave me an existential crisis.
You were a change-ed man.
And it was a weird old thing because we found it by accident, because that's the only way we find
Yeah,
things
yeah.
is by complete accident.
Yeah.
And I was looking for an old mate.
Yeah, I randomly mentioned said old mate,
You
didn't I?
did,
And then
yeah.
you were like, "Oh, I'll look up
Yeah,
old
I was
mate."
like,
Yeah.
I'm back in
Yeah.
Stoke, so I'll have a look around, sniff around. And it were all kinds of skulking. I was,
Yeah, a bit of
using
Facebook
Google
stalking.
Street View
Sneaky.
to try and find this guy again, and just by chance found his old account on Facebook, and within his friends was a
Hot
picture
Rod Guy.
of Hot Rod Guy, and Hot Rod Guy's there, and we've been in touch, and we're sort of begging,
Salivating over the prospect.
begging to do a bit of a feature on his Hot Rod, and he's building this amazing Reliant kitten, and
Just ace, basically.
yeah, and it turns out it's not a V6 turbo; it's a Lexus V8 twin turbo conversion,
Yeah.
and cool things like that.
Non-intercooled like you.
We got that right.
We got
Twin
that
dump
right.
barrels, got that right. So, actual proper news that isn't just us talking about ourselves.
Yeah, we're not that sort of vain.
Real
Real
big
news
news
now.
this week, this
Yeah.
coming week, is the Tesla 3 launch. It's happening,
Wow.
and the first cars are going to be delivered to customers, I think, on the 28th of this month.
Whoa, that's this
Days
week,
of-
kind of.
That's that, 5 days away.
5 days.
Yeah.
Or another number of days, depending on how long it takes us to edit this.
Who knows? Yeah. For you, minus 5 days.
Yeah.
It was 5 days.
5
ago.
days ago, Tesla.
Yeah, so it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Everyone's going bonkers. The early ones, the configurator is going to be live, so you can
Yeah.
3, but it's just going to be wheels and colour. Yeah. The configurator is going to be live, so you can configure your Tesla 3, but it's just going to be wheels and colour. Yeah. the ones that are going out, you know, are like I think they're pretty basic, like the ones they're building now.
So did you not get a choice then if you're one of the first?
I can't work it out. And if you order one now, you've got to wait over a year for one. So it's dead popular.
Yeah.
People are just having them. People are so excited about having a Tesla Model 3 that they don't really seem to care about any kind of
colours, wheels, when I can get
usual
it. Just want one.
Demands.
Just want
it's
one.
like the new iPhone. Like you want it before you know what it even is. So that's all happening. There's a slightly darker side to it in that apparently the workers on the production line can't unionise.
Yeah.
And they're being flogged really hard.
They're like passing out, aren't they, and stuff?
Passing out on the production
Yeah.
line. Not cool.
Not cool,
Not
Tesla.
cool. Don't
Not
care.
cool.
Don't care.
Yeah, don't care how exciting Tesla 3 is. You know, they're people.
Yeah, they're under very strong surveillance. You know, it's a bit like, you know, your Foxconn workers building your iPhone. That consumer demand is so high, these poor people have to try and knock these things together.
Yeah.
And that's the sad side of that.
Yeah. For that price point and that time scale and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Someone's got to give.
Well, anyway, moving on. The French.
Le France.
Le Français.
Le Français.
A petit peu.
I don't even know what it is.
Nicole. Papa.
Nicole Papa.
Boom, dun, so they're saying, they've announced
That was brilliant.
that they are going to ban the sale of all petrol and diesel cars by 2040.
Which is amazing because they like a diesel. They do.
They love a diesel.
You love a diesel. I mean, they
built their whole prestige on the back of
PSA
diesels.
1.9 diesel and subsequently turbo diesel is like
Peugeot
the thing,
Citroën.
isn't it?
They were going mad for it back in the day.
Sounded like a transit van.
Waiting for them glow
309.
plugs to finally warm up. Absolutely no towing power whatsoever on the motorway.
We had 2 of them in 309. We had a non-turbo.
We had a non-turbo Citroën. Yeah, BX.
Beast. Like you'd fire it up in the morning. There was some serious slap going on. It was probably like, it was like wow, till it had warmed through.
Back
Incredible.
when diesel were cheap.
Yeah, back when diesel were diesel. We'll get onto that sometime.
When diesel were diesel.
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of like, oh my god, but France like 10 years behind everyone else. And most of Europe's kind of like, we'll do that by 2030.
Yeah.
It's all going now. And
Who's going to be the next person? Do it next year. Do it next year.
Yeah.
Just to be first.
It's getting like
do it
that.
next year.
Burn them all.
Already done it. Overnight, we banned all your cars.
And I do think like this week it all changes. Like the Model 3 launches and it all changes. This is the Model T of the electric world. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a $35,000 electric car.
Yeah, like you say, there's a lot of hype going on, but I think, even if you sort of try and ignore all that, like you say, it's a big watershed moment, isn't it, really? There's something big afoot with the 3.
Nothing will be the same.
No.
I know that sounds hyperbole, and people are like, oh, please, there's lots of electric cars. It's just, you can't argue that it has become this like zeitgeist.
Yeah.
On the topic of Tesla, their Model X, first SUV ever to achieve a 5-star crash rating in every category.
Wow.
Yeah.
They worked out the test then.
Safe as houses. They worked
Sorry, I'm being very cynical there.
What?
It's like, can you not remember when like Citroën all of a sudden, it's like, no, not Citroën, sorry, Renault with their Espace. It was like their Espace, it was quite a while ago. It was like their Espace got 5 stars and everyone was like, ooh. And then every subsequent car that used to be like a 2-star after that just immediately got 5 like that. And it's like, they've obviously worked out what was, I mean, we've taught, we have friends in the industry.
Yeah.
And I remember wasn't there something weird about the DB9 has a slightly skewed, or when it came out had a slightly skewed.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about this.
Because
where are we going?
No, it's got a slightly skewed rating because it doesn't have like knee airbags or something weird like that.
Oh, it's like compromised because it's safe enough, but it doesn't have certain features.
Yes.
Which the test
ranks quite highly, isn't it? Because this is going on all the time. Like they're redoing the test all the time. So a car that used to be 5 stars 3 years ago would probably not be a 5-star. Because now to get 5-star, you have to have collision avoidance, radar stuff. It gets crazy. So that was the kind of irony that you've got this incredible, like you say, super safe supercar, but because it doesn't have chin airbags or something, like a Fiesta or just pops out and goes, you know, because it hasn't got that, it's got like less stars than a Fiesta or something. It's a bit weird. So I'm not saying they're not safe, and I'm not saying that that's not to be lauded. All I'm saying is, it's a game, isn't it? It's a game of cat and mouse.
It is a game.
That they're all playing.
Turning their engines off in a
Yeah.
noise test because they can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a bit of a game, but
Yeah.
you know.
But that is really impressive, that's it. And unsurprisingly got 5 stars. Now it's got all this stuff about collision detection and radar, because obviously Teslas are full of it.
Full of it. Full of something. I got my own chin airbags. I have. Quite a big chin airbag under here. Good guy Volvo.
Oh, good guy Volvo gets gooder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So they have decided they're going to electrify. What year is it now? I can't remember now. Here we go. Oh yeah, well they're going electric anyway, electric or hybrid. But the big one is that Polestar, who used to be kind of Polestar, who was just super cool, used to be kind of like a sort of hot subsidiary of Volvo. They were a racing team, weren't they? And they were brought in house and made like some really cool hot Volvos, and now they've sort of been subsumed into Volvo. Well, they're sort of essentially they're still part of Volvo as a company, but they're being split off into their own sort of thing, really, to make.
Isn't that Cyan Racing? Because I'm confused now, because I thought their racing team, they took Polestar have gone into Volvo, so Volvo can now sell Polestar.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think Polestar used to
became
be
Cyan Racing, I thought.
Yeah, but I think originally Polestar was its own. It was slightly independent.
Oh, it was completely independent.
And then it was brought in, and then, like you say, split off in Cyan Racing. But they're also Polestar as an entity is now going to be its own thing, and the whole push with Polestar is about high performance electric vehicles. That's what's the cool thing. So there's still going to be Polestar engineered sort of the equivalent of, I guess, an AMG or maybe an AMG line or an S line instead of an S or an RS. I don't know where that's going to fit. There's going to be hotter versions of Volvos, but Polestar models, they're going to have no Volvo branding on them whatsoever. They are just Polestars, and they're going to be high performance electric.
Like Brabus.
Yeah, exactly. Like Brabus. That's a very good one. They're a completely sort of separate thing, allowed to do their own thing. Obviously, they're going to use the same architecture of Volvo and probably same models roughly, but good guy Volvo says, get on your electric horse and run with it.
Hey.
Good old Polestar. So I can't wait to see. I'm genuinely, it's because I love that colour and I love Polestars. They just look pretty cool.
Swedish Racing Green.
Yeah, Swedish Racing.
You have to mention every time you talk about Polestar. You have to mention Swedish Racing Green.
So yeah, that's going to be amazing. Basically,
good guy Volvo.
I hope so. Anyway,
now
said that.
I can see Bergring.
Bergring. Shall I do this one?
In this one.
I'll swallow the bitter pill and talk about the Bergring. So, the Neo EP9, which is not a Civic with an electric motor in it, it is a proper kind of supercar.
EP9.
EP9 has done 6 minutes and 45 seconds on the Bergring, which is kind of like, normally we're like, but that is mega quick. That is not quite sure, because they may be on slicks or it may have been on non-production tyres, not sure. But basically,
tyres aren't going to make that much of a difference.
But basically, it is the fastest vehicle, I think. It's certainly the fastest electric vehicle, but it's 1,300 horsepower in its electric motors, and it's gone around the Bergring in 6 minutes and 45 seconds, which is insane. And when you watch...
don't say insane. Everyone's using that
Okay,
word.
sorry, I'll be more...
It used to be awesome, and now everyone's insane. It's insane. The decals are insane.
I'll
the
be
door
more
handles
erudite then.
are insane.
I'll be more erudite. Right, what am I going to say? It is
Remarkable.
incredible.
It's remarkable.
Remarkable and
We are
incredible.
remarking upon it.
We are. So it is remarkable.
I would say, to use a
like
different buzzword
Yeah.
that I equally hate, game-changing. Game-changing.
Why did you mention that?
The game
Why did you
has
say
changed.
the game has
The
changed?
game has
This is we've done this
changed.
twice. Once with the
It's
Tesla
insane.
and once with
Insane.
It's
The game has
The
changed.
But yeah, 6:45
What up,
is
YouTubers? It's insane. The game has changed.
like and subscribe.
Neo Ep9.
But yeah, go and watch it on YouTube. It's weirdly serene because, as you can imagine, there's no gears involved. It's just, it just keeps going faster. But
Like a parrot.
yes, like a parrot. But one thing you will notice is if you're kind of used to watching the odd Nürburgring video, there's something about the EP9 between the corners where it just looks like someone's pressing fast forward. It's a bit 2001 hyperspace from Star Wars. It's a bit weird. Like out of some of the mid sort of speed corners, it's proper.
Well, they're saying that you, as like these electric cars do it with such ease and such little kind of
drama.
pomp and drama. Such little drama that people driving them can't get their heads, like they can't feel the speed.
Yeah.
And that's why they're crashing quite badly, these electric cars. You know, Hammond has had this infamous little crash recently.
Little crash.
And this is a big problem with them. Like, you just cannot, you're just going so fast with such ease. It's like, I don't know, like racing a train.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, you just don't know how fast you're going.
No.
Except without the rails.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Don't have
It's
trains
like-
without rails.
So
It's simple when you think about it.
It is simple.
You wouldn't drive a train on the road, would you?
That sounds like the start of one of those anti-piracy. You wouldn't drive a train without rails.
Download a train and then drive it down the M6.
And shit in a policeman's hat. So yeah, 645 is amazing. It's a no, and also worth
changing.
noting. It's although it's Chinese company, a lot of the work behind the manufacturing, the sort of cleverness behind it, Chinese, is actually from in the UK. So that's really good for. Oh, can I do another buzzword that I hate?
Go on.
Is it Great Britain PLC or whatever people call it?
Oh my god, I think I just. Oh god. Oh god, it's broken my
I know.
Oh, don't.
It's all good for UK jobs and Great Britain PLC.
Well, don't worry, we'll all be building EP9s now.
Yeah.
Because the demand will be so high.
EP9s and then Jam. Is the other thing Jam?
Jam?
Selling Jam, isn't it?
Oh, selling
Post Brexit, building EP9s
Oh, right.
and selling Jam.
Yeah, see, America's got these
Piece
Tesla
of
3s.
cake.
Who wants a Tesla 3? We can have an EP9.
Yeah.
What are they, like £1 million
And when we
each?
can sell Prosecco back to Europe or some whatever we're gonna do. Oh, and we make our own tea. Oh, sorry, it's getting political. Sorry. Yeah.
Broken Brexit Britain. That was the news.
That was the news.
That was the news.
See how slick that was. Shall we have a break?
Crikey,
Do like a little
bloody hard work.
Clippersaurus and then come back with
Got
some.
a spider in my mug.
Oh no!
I'm having to kind of carefully drink around. It's a tiny
you fish
one,
him
that
out?
little money spider.
Can we make him? Let's make him a little rubber ring to get out.
We'll
with.
save this spider during the break.
Yeah.
See
Back
you then.
shortly.